Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, I've done a little road trip down to Austin. We're going to check out something that's been popping up on my timeline on Facebook for the last couple of weeks. It's called the Museum of Illusion, and basically it's a lot of just little exhibits. It's kind of a Meow Wolf kind of thing, but kind of focused more on optical illusions. And I mean, I love that kind of stuff, so this should be kind of fun. We're going to go in and check out some cool optical illusions. Let's go. Yeah, this is it right here. It's just in this little mall here in Austin. All sorts of typical shops that you'd see around here. And this is something that I kind of see happening a lot more in malls. Malls are becoming more and more irrelevant as kind of the big box stores are going under and stuff like that. People don't hang out in the malls like they used to. They're trying to attract people in here by doing different kinds of things. You remember Meow Wolf that I visited a while back also took place in a mall. So, yeah, this is just kind of how malls are trying to survive. Alright, so this is sort of just the starting point here. There's 50 exhibits, and they expect it'll take you an hour to get through it. This is just a room with mirrors on the top, so you know you're just seeing a mirror image of this projected up here, and it's got kind of a cool little saying. Good ideas echo through the world when the mind is not boxed. It looks like it goes forever, but I'm just taking a picture of a mirror showing in a mirror. So this is their pin art exhibit. I've seen these things in like smaller handheld models, but basically you go in to the other side of it, push your body onto it, and it will project your image on here. Here, I'll let you see it. Yeah, it looks just like me, doesn't it? You can even see my glasses that I'm wearing here. I forgot to take those off. That's funny. And my hands, yeah. I guess that's me. I like some of these artworks where you can kind of look at them from different angles and see different things here. This one's kind of fun because it's called Head in a Platter. Basically, you go in, you stick your head through this, and then the illusion of the mirrors underneath, makes you think that it's just your head there. That's kind of a trip. Another one of these infinity mirror things that seem to go on forever and ever. Look at that. It's all just mirrors. You can kind of see me in there a little bit too. Very cool. Wow. I like things like this too. This is just a couple of rings that are kind of welded together in such a way, but it makes it really kind of cool optical effect. This is kind of an interesting thing too. I had to play with it a little bit to figure out what this one does, but it's these straight bars going in there and going through this curved slot. Kind of cool, huh? Ooh, psychedelic. They got a few of them here. You can... Neat, huh? When I was a kid, there was something that my parents used to do in San Diego called the Reuben H. Fleet Space Museum. It's still there, but it isn't quite the same as what it was. What it did is it featured a lot of like hands-on experiments that you could play with. And as a kid, I loved stuff like that. And it still continues to this day. I've seen these too. This is called a symmetry room. Basically, you can do a little optical illusion where you can appear to defy gravity or do things that would seem impossible just by hiding half your body behind this mirror. Let's see if I can do something convincing. Yeah, it's really awesome here. You can climb up a ladder here and fly in space. So this is something cool too, because this kind of fools your brain, because it's going to create the the impression that I'm different size depending on where I stand in the room. Let me show you. See, I'm bigger on one side of the room than I am on the other side of the room. How do you explain that? You can actually see me shrinking as I go down here. This is called the clone room. All this thing seems to be good at is helping you look at the top of my head and realize how bald I am. Now they got these little camera things here, and supposedly this is where you stand maybe to get the most effects. So let me put the camera down on the ground. Let's see what happens. There's more than one lady. Ooh, spooky.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
And so yeah, this is how it all looks here. That's actually the back rest of the leg there, and the rest of the legs, and you just get your angle just right. And like I said, the chair just kind of magically goes together. Pretty trippy, huh? Start off with the normal here, right?
Yeah. Do you make sure your butt's hitting the hinge all the way? Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Harder to do than it looks.
Yeah, no.
And then I can kind of just stand up here. Can you walk over? You said hanging from the windows?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks really real.
Alright, thank you. Alright, this is something that they have just on the wall here. But it's kind of cool. It looks like it's just a painting on the wall, but the truth is, as you move back and forth, you can see different angles on it. Let's zoom in, get it right up in there close so you can really see what's going on here. How weird is that, huh? Like I said, I love stuff like this. And what they're really doing is everything is just sticking out a little bit. That's kind of the trick here. It's all three-dimensional. Have you ever been to the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland? And at the beginning, right before you get onto the trams, there's those statues that seem to stare at you. Yeah, that's the same effect. So yeah, I guess this is the stairway to the center of the earth. Look at that, how far down that goes. The reality, though, is it's only about probably 12 inches, 16 inches to the bottom, but yeah, defying gravity, floating over the pit into wherever here. I love things like this, 3D rooms and stuff like that, where you can do all sorts of trim colors and stuff like that. Ooh, look at me. And basically that's all just accomplished with these little LED spotlights they have on the wall. And because they're from such a tight source, you can actually walk between them and you'll block out one color or another and can actually see the different colors appear and how they kind of interact too. You get the red and the blue and they interact to do the more purple color. Kind of cool. Now this is another one of those things with the mirrors. Basically this is just what they call the dodecahedron, I believe is what it's called. And they put a mirror on each of the pentagons in the middle there. And it just kind of creates this three-dimensional reality that goes forever. I love stuff like this. I'm actually looking forward to checking out the gift shop too. They look like they got some fun stuff there. So yeah, these are holograms. These are really cool. I have a hologram at home actually, very similar to like one of these. These are really realistic looking though. Look at that. Baby tiger. And a parrot. Let's see if we can get a good angle here where we can see him. There he is. See, it's the deal with the holograms. You got to have a light source kind of coming down at a 45-degree angle for it. So when you get just to the right height with the light, the image appears. And so you've basically got to be almost right on top of it. That one's kind of hard to see, but let's see what this one is. Oh yeah, there we go. Kind of a creepy grandma clown. Cece the clown. That's really cool. Oh, she's sad and she's happy. In case you ever wondered what it would like to be to crawl into a kaleidoscope. Look at that. Once again, this is all just kind of done with mirrors. Creates the illusion that there's this kind of round thing in the middle with all this kaleidoscope action going on. How trippy is that? And this is another one of those effects of mirrors here. In this case, the mirrors aren't actually parallel to each other. They're actually kind of a little unparalleled to each other. So it's creating this action, this illusion that reality is kind of twisting down as it goes down the shaft there. There's one here and there's one on the other side. They all kind of just merge together. Really cool. Once again, this whole thing is maybe, looks to me like, okay, the mirror is that back there after the second light. So the first light and the second light, and then there's a mirror, and then everything else is just a reflection all the way down. So the whole thing only goes in there about 12 inches. It looks like you opened up a hole into some other dimension. I don't know if I exactly understand what's going on here, but apparently you rotate this thing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm not sure exactly how they do that. Because if that's just a mirror there, then that image in the back there should be pointing the other direction. So that's a little bit of a mystery here. Exactly how that works, but I don't know. Sometimes the fun ones are the ones that you're not exactly sure how it works. I'm not sure how they do that. They have little descriptions to what you do. Rotate the object by moving the handle left or right. It seems like the arrow is always pointing in the same direction. This illusion is possible because your brain interprets direct views and mirror images differently. Interesting. And I kind of saw this one in the description on the website too. Basically, it's just a table here, and you can play poker with yourself. Get the cards here and the whole thing here. I don't know. We don't have a very good. Don't have a decent. We got a couple of kings. That's good. What else do we got to play with here? Give me a 10 if you have a full house. I don't know, kind of cool, right? This is kind of a fun one. This is looks like a beautiful like a forest setting, but you kind of squint your eyes a little bit. Kind of looks like a woman in there, doesn't it? And these things always frustrated me because I could never see these. So I don't know. I'll acknowledge it and you know, maybe get a close enough video so those of you who can kind of see this stuff can see whatever it is that's here. But I don't see anything but coffee beans. And there's another one of those stereograms. I won't do a whole lot on that. Like I said, I can't see these, but maybe you're enjoying them. Well, that's kind of trippy too. Actually, actually kind of want to see what that thing looks like stop, because I'm not sure how that works either entirely. Oh yeah, okay, I'm kind of watching it now. I can see what's going on. That's a trip. So that is all one piece. It's just, that's how it looks. That's weird. Looks like you're entering the vortex, aren't you? Ooh. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of this room. There's something a little off about it. I can't figure out what it is. Just, I don't know. Something really weird. Do you have any ideas? Put it in the comments, okay, please? And this is interesting. This is called a true mirror, because usually a mirror gives you a mirror image of yourself. Look closely, for instance, you can read the writing on my shirt. It should be backwards in a mirror. There you go. So that's what you really look like. For those of you who watch the live streams too, this is the image I have to deal with when I'm on the live stream, because I always think I'm looking at a mirror image of myself, but I'm not. I'm looking at everything rotated around. So when I'm trying to reach for something over this shoulder, it's actually my arm is moving over there. So yeah, that's something I run into all the time. Another famous one, 2 boxes. Turns out the tops on these boxes are the same dimensions. Doesn't look like it, does it? Yeah, there's proof of it. And here's another kind of famous one here. 2 blue lines are the same length. It doesn't look like it. It looks like this one's longer, doesn't it? Nope, they are not. They are the same. Ooh, spooky. And this one's just making me a little dizzy. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. All the blood's pouring to my head, I can tell you that. And there's a pin going through 2 buttons there. Seems to defy logic a little bit. Now this is an effect I've seen before. Just stare at the images for a while and it'll appear that they're moving, spinning. Do you see it? Very cool, huh? And of course, this is a famous brain tease or something that couldn't exist in reality. Basically, it's something they call a blivet, and basically it's an object that can only exist in a 2D world. But if you do it right, it creates the illusion of a 3D world, even though it is 2D. All right, so this is another cool illusion here. Basically, they made it look like you are standing on the roof of like this subway train or something like that. And they say if you flip the image upside down, it will create the illusion that, like I said, you're standing on the ceiling. Yeah, that kind of looks like this. Alright, so there's one attraction when we came in that they actually warned us about. Said if you get nauseous or get vertigo, that you don't want to go in that one. And this one's called the Vortex Tunnel, so you know this one's going to be good. And the truth is, I've been watching people go into it, and they go in and they come right back out again. They can't handle it, so yeah, this should hopefully be good. Yeah, I kind of figured that's what this was. They had a similar effect at Universal Studios. Whoa, yeah. This is hard to do, holy cow. I'm trying to walk here. I'm actually holding onto the rail because the thing tricks me into thinking I'm falling to the right. Wow, that was cool. I think I'm going to try that again just because I had people right on my tail kind of driving me through here. So let's try this one more time. Yeah, because it keeps tricking my mind into thinking that the walkway is spinning and not the background. I could definitely see this making somebody sick. Actually, look, if I look straight ahead and look at myself in the mirror, it's a little easy to do it. See, I got my hand off the rail now. The second I start looking at the side though, yeah, it gets bad. And when you're walking, God, I feel like I'm drunk. Ooh, fun. And these are more of kind of a cool optical illusion. Basically, those gray lines, they're parallel to each other. They don't look like it, do they? They look like they're wobbling all over the place, but the lines are parallel. It's just what your brain does with it, with the uneven nature of the black and white squares. This is another one of my favorite too. Look at these closely, and you see like just out of the corner of your eye, like it looks like some of them are turning, some of the white dots are turning black, but then you look at it and it turns back to white again. Yeah, that's an optical illusion. That's your eye playing tricks on you. And this one too creates the illusion that the squares are actually bulging, but they aren't. The squares are nice and perfectly flat and straight. Just doesn't look that way. And I was hoping they'd have somewhat of a gift shop here in this place. And they got a few cool things. I had one of these plasma lamps when many years ago. I might actually get one of those, and I've actually been wanting to get one of these infinity mirrors too. So I don't know, we may walk home with a couple things. Remember how I showed you this thing at the beginning? Yeah, there's like a handheld version right there. Little slinkies. Little mini plasma lamps. Alright, that was really cool. I mean, if you like that kind of thing, I love optical illusions and stuff like that. And that vortex room was really fun to go through. It was also interesting seeing how it affected other people. There were a few people that went in before me that only got like a foot or two into it, and they were running back out. And I ran into one of those guys back in the gift shop at the end. And he said he was still screwing up, and he was suggesting the possibility that he might have to go through there again to turn it all back on. But you know, whatever. It was a really great illusion, and it was a fun visit. I understand this thing is all over the place because when I was looking for this one, I saw that there was one like in Houston, one in Dallas. So maybe these are popping up in malls all over the place. It wouldn't be a terribly expensive thing to do, and you could get some people going through them, and that could be a good business opportunity for a mall. So I don't know. I had a blast at this one. So check this out if you're interested. This one's in Austin. I think it's a permanent attraction, and there are others too. So I think that's all I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.